But it is a Saturday, coming up on the 10 a.m. Pacific, which means it's time for another Bad Saturday Morning show. Today we're going to be looking at some anime from the 1970s, specifically giant robot cartoons. It'll be great fun, or maybe not. In the meantime, watch these commercials from these fine toy companies.
3, 2, 1, blast off! She's up! Come in ideal countdown control. Ready for second launching.
Check. Atlas moving into position. Ready.
Fuel her up.
Check. All set.
Countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! There she goes!
Yes, you can be in command of your own ideal countdown. It's a real electronic missile base. You sit at the controls and move missiles into place. You count down. You blast off. You track the flight. The ideal countdown comes complete with moon missile and lunar probe, as well as the giant Atlas. Get your electronic ideal countdown now, wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal.
Ideal's Robot Commando is here to help you. He's your one-man army. No enemy can destroy him. He fights off tanks, hurls missiles one after another. Even a squadron of planes can't stop him. Robot Commando fires his secret weapon. He takes orders from no one except you.
Forward!
Ideal's Robot Commando is battery operated to obey your command. Adjust the control, speak into the microphone.
Left! Fire!
Ideal's Robot Commando is here to help you. Look for your Robot Commando. He's looking for you.
For a new kind of yo-yo fun, get the new sports line of Duncan Yo-Yo Return Tops. It's a baseball. It's a baseball yo-yo. It's a basketball. It's a basketball yo-yo. It's a golf ball. It's a golf ball yo-yo. 5 different sports, 5 different yo-yos, including the 8-ball and a bowling ball yo-yo. The new sports line of Duncan yo-yos are round. They fit your hand. Easier to work, easier for tricks, too. With a little practice, you'll soon be doing loop-the-loop with a baseball. Walk the dog with a basketball. Rock the cradle with an 8-ball. Start collecting the new sports line of Duncan yo-yos. Baseball, basketball, golf ball, 8-ball, bowling ball. And remember, if it isn't Duncan, it isn't yo-yo.
The sounds you heard came from the Sound of Power Astrogun by Marx. It's out of this world. Listen. It's creepy. It's eerie. Get the Sound of Power Astrogun by Marx. It's out of this world.
This is a tense moment at the launching base as the huge Atlas missile with the man-carrying Mercury capsule is prepared for the shot. Now, for the first time, this most powerful rocket is to be launched from a railroad car, the new Lionel Mercury capsule launching car. The astronaut is moved to the capsule hatch by the new Lionel cherry picker car. It moves off. The countdown begins. Nearby at the new Lionel heliport, a Navy copter takes off to make the recovery. The countdown proceeds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the liftoff. The capsule separates and settles gently to Earth by parachute. And you control the action. Remember, boy, you're the boss on land, in the air, and under the sea when you own Lionel trains.
And now, moving into position is the big new U.S. Army atomic cannon. And here is Ideal's exact duplicate of the Army's gigantic atomic cannon. Almost 4 feet long, with detachable trucks like this at each end of the carriage. There are 6 shells capped with soft tips that slip easily into the barrel. And the Ideal cannon itself, the barrel adjusts for different firing ranges, and it's mounted on an elevation platform. Wait a minute, they're ready for another firing. The cannon's loaded. Aim. Fire. Ideal's atomic cannon. Ask Mom to get your Ideal atomic cannon at your favorite toy department.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal.
Go! 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 Go, Motorific! Go with the rugged ones. Ideal's all-new Motorific truck fleet. Power trucks with big truck styling. Go with the Rugged Wrecker. Mighty Mixer. Heavy-duty dumper. Big Blazer. All truck bodies fit one chassis, one motor. Flip the switch and go! Go! Go with the Wild Ones, the new Motorific car models. Woody, Wild. Hot Rod, rare on the go. Duesenberg, classic and sleek. And 9 really wild customized models. You only need one chassis, one motor. Just snap on a body and go! Get Motorific truck gift packs and car gift packs. Each comes with body, chassis, and motor. Go! Go! Go, Motorific! It's Ideal.
What's going on here?
A housewarming.
Right. Now, Mattel's famous Barbie has a brand new dream house with special furniture that's fun to put together and even a sliding door that really opens. Inside, there's a big new closet with hangers for all the Barbie costumes you buy. Best of all, Barbie's new dream house is lots bigger now. You can actually change the size and shape of the rooms, like this, or lots of other ways. You'll love Barbie's wonderful dream house. It really is a dream. And here's Barbie's fashion shop, the perfect place to have fashion shows with Barbie, Midge, and Skipper. When you're through playing, the fashion shop and Barbie's new dream house both fold up, so you can take them with you wherever you go. You can tell they're Mattel.
They're swell.
Hey, kids, be a maverick. Now you can have a vest, a tie, and a gun like Brett and Bart's. The vest has bright gold buttons and says Maverick on it. It's fully bound and sturdy. And the gun is a full-size 45 caliber plastic 6-shooter, real Maverick type. You get all 3 for only $1. Imagine, kids, only $1, plus the end from a box of Kaiser foil, any size box. And kids, Mom will like Kaiser foil because it's quilted. It's extra strong to cook with, and it makes an extra tight seal, too. See? So, giddy-up. Send for your Maverick vest, gun, and tie. Specify small or medium size for the vest. Send just $1 plus the end from a box of Kaiser foil, any size box. Send to Maverick, Hollywood 51, California. That's Maverick, Hollywood 51, California.
How come your bullets always stick? 'Cause I use Super Stick bullets.
The Super Stick bullets you get only with the Target Land Rifle Range by Marks. You get real break action with this rifle and an adjustable sight. Aim. Fire. The Super Stick bullet stays right on target. Or go savage with a blowgun. Super Stick bullets come in twin 6-clip ammo holders. The ammo that stays right on target. And what target? Hit a flying duck. The spinning bullseye. Those Super Stick bullets really stick. Hit the knockdowns. And here's a wild one, the wild geese. Hit it. That Super Stick bullet makes you super. And the rifle's so accurate, even a grown-up might look good. Get the Target Land Rifle Range with the Super Stick bullets by Marks.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang,
Bang, bang.
bang, bang,
Milton Bradley's great new action game.
bang, bang,
You blow up your balloon to make a snake.
bang, bang,
Its fangs will cause the enemy snake to break.
bang, bang.
A bunch of snakes in a kooky mask. Just what more could anyone ask?
Bang, bang.
Get Bang Bang!
Yes, I can. Bubble trumpet is for you. It's a killer toy. And here is Bubble Magic too for every girl and boy. And both use Kenner's magic bubble tablet. Shoot a bubble here, shoot a bubble there, shoot a bubble everywhere. Bubble trumpet is for you. And Bubble Magic too.
3, 2, 1, blast off.
All right. Enough of that.
Come in ideal count.
Bad morning, everybody. It's Keith at 50th Street Studio. It's Saturday, 10 a.m. Saturday, which means it's time for another episode of Bad Saturday Morning. My co-host Mike is here. There he is. There's Mike. Hi, Mike. We see you.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, that was. I put together those toy commercials. I put together those toy commercials without watching them. Without actually watching the commercials, so I had not seen them. Okay, there we go. Is my mic on now? Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so I had not seen them. They were more interesting than I expected. That Robot Commando had voice control. It had voice recognition.
That's awesome.
In what, 1958, 1960?
Like, my phone doesn't have that good voice recognition in it, you know?
Yeah. and that Wild Ones car set included a Duesenberg. A Duesenberg?
Wow.
All the rest of them were muscle cars and trucks. And a Duesenberg, for those who don't know, was a 1930s luxury car. Like what we think of as a classic Rolls Royce. And
they slipped that in.
Yeah,
into
they slipped
no
it
one
in
said
there.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've always heard that phrase, watch that first step, it's a doozy. That's what people called Duesenbergs back in the day, a doozy. So that when you refer to something as a doozy because it's dangerous or impressive, it comes from Duesenberg.
Wow.
And I think that might have even been a catchphrase from a radio commercial or something. Watch that first step, it's a doozy, because they had running boards, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know what running boards were, look those up. There was a line,
all the work for it.
right? There was a line from Xanadu, the 1980 Olivia Newton-John movie, where he's the guy. What's his name? I forget the guy who played the romantic lead in that movie. What was his name? The guy from
he was the guy from the Warriors.
The Warriors, right? Well, anyway,
yeah,
Michael Beck, was that his name?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was it Peter Beck?
No, it was Michael Beck.
It was Beck. It was.
It was.
You're right.
I think it wasn't Peter, but there was a line in there where he was talking about He was talking to Gene Kelly about old-fashioned stuff, and he said those went out with running boards, and I was like, even in 1980, that was an obscure reference.
Wow.
Because I remember back in the day when I was 14, I had to look that up. I thought the line was so interesting that I looked it up.
Yeah.
Robert Pliskin is here. Hi, Robert. I saw Ivory come in.
Robert. Ivory's here. Yeah.
Bad morning, everybody.
Bad Saturday morning, everybody. Yeah.
I saw Shenlong come in. Hi, Shenlong. Someone named I Rescue Minpins says I had that Target. Oh, you had that Target shoot game. Okay. You notice most of those commercials were for guns of one type or another, and there was that one that was a nuclear weapon, an actual an actual military reproduction of a military nuclear launch device.
I was more impressed with the bubble trumpet, actually.
That was pretty funny. But they snuck in right at the end there. They snuck in a bubble gun. You saw that at the end, the trumpet and the gun. Don't forget the gun. The bubble trumpet was pretty funny. I have to
Yeah.
admit that. And there was that one Barbie commercial in there. How'd that get in there? I don't know. All right.
The insidious Barbie.
Yeah. All right.
It's the biggest toy ever.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. This is 50th Street Studio, the Bad Saturday Morning Show at 50th Street Studio. 50th Street Studio is a nonprofit. We rely on donations from viewers, from friends and viewers. This is what we spend our money on every month. It's not much. Not much compared to what other companies would need, I guess. I Rescue Minpin says, I just followed both of you the other day. Captain Slinky told me about.
Yes.
Oh, Captain Slinky.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Well, thank you, Captain Slinky, who has his own Twitch channel. For those of you who've not followed Captain Slinky, I think you should. I think all of our regulars here do follow Captain Slinky. He builds. He takes retro junk and makes more retro junk out of it. Yeah.
Well, functional, non-functional retro junk and
Yeah.
make functional retro
Yeah.
art.
And you can watch him do it several times a week. Through the magic of the internet. And he shows cartoons while he's doing it. He shows bad cartoons while he's doing it. And when I say bad, I mean bad. We're talking Smurfs and Popples.
Smurf that.
Yeah. This is the stuff that we spend our money on. We try to reach $100 every weekend. Right now, so far this weekend, we just started the show, so we're at 0. You can see who donated last week down there. There's a donation link, a PayPal link on screen below my face there, and every 5 minutes or so in the Twitch chat, a clickable link comes up in the chat. If you look at the Twitch chat right now, you can see it. We're streaming on Twitch. We're streaming on Picarto. We are streaming on, where else are we streaming? We're streaming on Periscope. Periscope is still alive. We're streaming on D Live, and I also added Mob Crush. Someone recommended Mob Crush a couple of weeks ago. I hadn't either. But Mob Crush is a service like Restream, that where you can stream to Mob Crush and it'll restream to all these other services like YouTube and everything. You notice we're not streaming on YouTube. We're not even streaming on my personal ThinkBolt channel now. It's too many problems.
Both have been crushed.
Right. But Mob Crush...
Orange. Not even an orange crush. Just crushed.
But Mob Crush, you can stream to Mob Crush as well as use it as a restream service. So I thought I would do that. It's free, so... Anyway. Shenlong is laughing at something. I'm not sure what. We're going to be watching some 1970s anime, specifically giant robot action anime. But first, we have our weekly soap operas to catch up with. We'll be watching Charge Making. Oh, he's laughing at something on TV. You're not even watching us. You're chatting with us. You're not even watching.
Hey.
Wow. Okay,
There's no commercials here except for the beginning.
Yeah, that is a bad Saturday morning.
Broadcast television sucks. Watching a movie, it's like, oh, it's Breakaway. No, it's a movie.
Well, speaking of movies, tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, Shenlong says he's multitasking, but he's typing his responses to us.
He's triple tasking right now. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't type the TV show. Okay.
Yeah. Tonight at 6 p.m. we'll be showing our first Saturday evening movie of the year. It'll be a double feature. My Man Godfrey and Cyrano de Bergerac, romance comedies. What I'm going to be doing is showing one double feature on the last Saturday of every month instead of doing a movie every Saturday. Because honestly, I'm running out of movies, and also I'm just exhausted. I think the bad Saturday morning is enough. Shenlong says, "Ooh, old school films. Yeah, these are films that we showed at the retail store." Last year. They were both really popular. My Man Godfrey, I've live streamed My Man Godfrey before, and I believe Mike learned about My Man Godfrey from this stream, and he says it's one of his favorites now.
It's such a great movie. You guys should definitely watch it tonight.
Spend
the time.
Right.
Watch the movie with us tonight.
Yeah.
Well, with Keith. I mean, I'll definitely be watching, but
yeah.
I will not be in this.
Yeah. The My Man Godfrey is one of those classic movies that when people say the term screwball comedy, they're talking specifically about 1930s black and white comedies. And My Man Godfrey is like at the top of that list. It's up there with Marx Brothers kind of comedy. And also
It holds up so well. The comedy holds up so well.
Also an excellent story, excellent cast, tremendous performances. So join us for My Man Godfrey. Well, the wrong one. Okay. My Man Godfrey and Cyrano de Bergerac tonight. Cyrano de Bergerac, the 1950 version with Jose Ferrer.
Is that Jose Ferrer? Oh,
Jose
he was
Ferrer.
so good.
He kills this part. He kills it.
Oh, he's so
I'll
good.
show. He's the whole movie. Everyone else in the movie is unremarkable, but he carries the whole thing all by himself. I'll start at 6 p.m. with Cyrano de Bergerac, and then we'll follow that up with My Man Godfrey. So see you all there tonight. And again, please donate if you can. All right, we have our weekly stories to catch up with. Unfortunately, Mike, we'll only be seeing Chargeman Ken and Chargeman Ken and Mighty Hercules today because I dropped the ball.
Okay.
I totally forgot to prepare.
Ooh.
I totally forgot to prepare Diver Dan and Bullwinkle.
That's okay. I mean, at least I got Herc. At least I got Herc. It's okay.
All right, let's go into the TV room and see what nightmare Chargeman Ken has for us.
Begin.
Rescue little Yuichi.
Why?
Yeah,
We'll
we'll find out.
To do it, or is it imperative?
Oh, he's an arsonist.
What?
Oh my God.
Well, light all the hair on fire.
Okay.
Wow.
Were you supposed to be sympathetic to this kid?
What's with that shit-eating grin?
Oh my God.
何よ出ていくのはお前の方だ
That guy slapped his wife?
稼ぎの少ないくせによくも言ったわね
He's
Is this
supposed to
one of those
like,
like very special episodes?
yeah.
返してる早く脱ごう
Oh.
ああもう本当に全く嫌になっちゃうわよさっさとお入り
Okay.
I don't have a room.
Cut straight to the fire.
Yeah.
もっと燃えるがいい
He's
Yeah,
burning
keep
down
burning.
his own house? Hello. We're not
Whoop.
aliens.
Okay, the aliens are gonna recruit him.
こそ派手にやるじゃねえかどうだ警察に知らせてやろうか
やめてください僕はただ
バラしゃしねえよその代わり毎日どんどん
He's
やる
gonna
さ
set
い
more
手を
fires.
貸すぜ
You're gonna help us.
なんですって
Yeah, these are aliens.
ええだろ言う通りにしねえと警察にバラすぞえ
Quit your complaining.
待ってください
What's with the vernacular?
待ってください
明日の夜またここで会おうぜ
Eye makeup.
これから毎日家を焼こうぜ
From now on, we'll burn houses.
こんなことしてたんじゃ
Can't
いけ
take
な
this. I
い
can't keep doing all this.
Hey, look, it says talking head.
ゆういちくん
Oh, he went to Chargeman Ken.
Wow.
僕苦しかったんだよでももうあんなことはしないねもう絶対にやら
Did
ない
anyone do anything about the burning house?
Yeah.
じゃああとは僕に任せて
Okay, so they told him not to go to the cops, but he said, I know, I'll go to Chargeman Ken. I'm surprised Chargeman Ken didn't disintegrate him.
Oh, just give him
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
小
Oh,
僧よく来たなよし
it's
早速始
Chargeman.
めようぜ
It's not the guy.
ついてこい
He's tricking the arsonists.
おい始めろ
Whoa. Blue flames. Wow.
Was that one of the toys from the beginning?
Yeah, I was about to say,
燃えないじゃねえか
it ain't burning.
どうした全然燃えないぞ
Wait, how is Chargeman doing that?
貴様
Huh?
チャージマンキング
この一帯の家には防火用の装置をしておいたのさ
Wait, I want that material.
よくも来た人
Yep, Geralians.
ついにジュラル星人め正体を表したな。
Finally show your true faces. Now die.
So he wasn't Charge Man Ken before.
Oh, right. And he just had the shirt draped over his shoulders.
Yeah.
We had guitar music. We had evil guitar music for the kid who was an arsonist. Now we have triumphant guitar music for Charge Man Ken.
Just shoot him.
Are they running away?
What?
So-
What? Rocket
yeah.
feet? What?
So
Have
the
those been
alien,
around?
the alien says, "Come and get us," and Ken reacts like he's been insulted. It must have, in Japanese, that must have been a lot more harsh.
I don't recall the rockets on his feet before.
Yeah, we've seen him before.
Really?
Yeah.
Done and done.
どうもありがと
Ken,
う。
thank you.
本当にありがとうございます。
私たちこの子のため
We'll
に
become good
いい親
parents.
になります。
Oh, every problem
本当
solved.
によかったね、ゆういちくん。僕これからはもうあんなことは
I guess when you witness an alien getting murdered, you kind of go, "Whoa, we could be next."
Let's all get along from now
あり
on.
がとう。
We just need Charge Man Ken to make us all get along. That's
The Leo Buscalia of his day.
you need to type in a link to Leo Buscalia in the
Okay. You just can't drop that, huh?
the yeah, most people aren't going to know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Winner of ancient glory, fighting for the right.
I'll just drop the.
I think Ivory probably remembers Leo Buscalia.
Ordinary men.
Hercules.
People are safe when near him.
People are safe when near him.
Only the evil fear him. Softness in his eyes, iron in his thighs.
Iron in his thighs.
Virtue in his heart, fire in every part of the mighty Hercules.
That's me, y'all.
Yeah. We lost. Speaking of people that we lost this year.
This week.
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman and Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, Cloris
One day
Leachman,
after the
Cicely
other.
Tyson.
Now, Dido, you know what to do.
Oh, it's Daedalus again. They've just given up at this point.
Come on,
Yeah. Oh. At least Toots made a comeback. Wipe out.
Wipe out.
Jump, Toot. Let's see you do it again.
Hairball, maybe?
Well, you're a nice, friendly little kitty. Where did you come from?
Oh, like Hercules doesn't recognize Dido.
Yeah. The kitty is pear-shaped.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna get your ring here, and
Watch her.
that's a talented tail.
again.
Yeah.
Here he goes again.
Ivory does remember Leo Buscalia. She says she's old enough to remember everything.
My master plan worked perfectly. I have it.
That was his master plan.
That,
Last.
wow, creative.
The Olympian ring that gives Hercules his strength on Earth.
But you can put it on, and
Good work, Dido. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, if anyone else puts it on,
Now,
it'll
for
melt
the
their flesh
second
off.
part of my plan.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
He whistles. Oh,
Ferdinand, no!
Go. Get Hercules. Shades of
At least he's got pants on. Oh, he's got shorts.
released the Minotaur.
release the Minotaur.
could have done a
That's
terrible
all.
Someone.
thing like that.
That's all it took was just a whistle, and the Minotaur is
Yeah.
set loose.
The Minotaur.
Shouldn't he be smelling roses?
Yeah.
Great Zeus. Come on, Newton.
Shenlong says he mad. Oh. Oh, he's got a Hercules skirt.
Don't worry, Newton.
Yeah.
Great
Oh,
Zeus.
uh-oh.
My ring. It's gone.
Aye, Hercules. You beat the Minotaur.
Use your words, Herc.
before. But let's see you beat him now.
Herc gets 100 points every time he jumps over one of those.
And now, for the last part of my plan.
That's this week's Fortnite challenge. Jump over the Minotaur.
Now to watch your finish, Hercules.
You know, you could have had the cat do that, you know? I mean, really.
What's that, Toot? What's that? Ding, ding.
So is Toot like the Woodstock of the show?
I guess. I guess.
Oh, the ring. The ring. Herc's ring. Herc's ring. Show me, Toot. Show
Okay,
me.
why does Toot know where it is?
It won't be long now, Hercules.
Why? So Daedalus isn't even gonna try putting on the ring?
No.
Oh, that's all there was to it.
Yep. No real danger whatsoever.
Okay, okay, Minotaur. Punch, punch, punch. There we go. Whoa!
That had to kill him. He's dead.
Thanks for finding my
He's
ring,
dead.
Newton.
Come on, do it.
Thanks, Toot. Thanks.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. What the? What the hell?
Hey,
We got a proper flyaway this time.
I know, jeez. Like, they could just recycle that every week and I'd be happy.
Join us at his side.
This is Boo Daedalus. You thought? I guess that was a Hercules joke.
Yeah.
Johnny Nash singing the Hercules theme. I was
Yep.
saying we lost Johnny Nash. We lost Johnny
Yeah,
Nash. not long
2020
ago.
wasn't bad enough. Yeah.
And then this year, this week, like you said, Cloris Leachman, famously from Phyllis and Young Frankenstein, and then Cicely Tyson from Roots, and she had a singing career, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a friend of mine who posted on Twitter. He said, "Rip Cloris Leachman. He loved her in the Beverly Hillbillies movie." And I'm like, "Really, Cloris Leachman? And that's what you remember?" I guess he's too young. I guess.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, her career goes back to the 50s.
Yeah.
Where I mean, she won an Academy Award. But you know, the great thing about it is that even though they did pass away, which, you know, death is a part of life, obviously, they lived into their 90s and they were, you know, productive well into the very end.
Yeah.
So,
and I was reading that Cicely Tyson wrote a book, and her publisher, the day her publisher released it, she tweeted that she was so happy to see her book released, and then she died immediately. She died that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mission accomplished. The final. You got the platinum trophy.
Right.
And they were done. Get book published.
Yeah. Ivory says that her favorite Cloris Leachman role was Nurse Diesel. I remember that from High Anxiety. High Anxiety is not one of my favorite films, but it has one of my favorite songs in it. The theme from High Anxiety is one of my favorite songs. So you go look that up if you've not heard it before. And another song from that is called "If You Love Me, Baby, Tell Me Loud." It's a parody of heavy metal music, which has always been one of my favorite songs. A guy gets murdered. A guy gets murdered in the movie when he puts on a pair of headphones and they won't come off, and then "If You Love Me, Baby, Tell Me Loud" starts playing through the phones and it kills him because it's so loud. I think it was. I think that was Dick. The guy from 8 Is Enough. Dick Van Patten. I think it was Dick. I think it was Dick Van Patten. Ivory says, I heard it took them all day to get the insane bedroom scene filmed because they couldn't stop laughing. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. Cloris Leachman also, she did one really interesting thing that I've always appreciated. She was in the original Twilight Zone episode, It's a Good Life, with the one where Billy Mooney played the kid with godlike powers.
Yep.
She
Sending
played
people to the cornfield.
She send them to the cornfield. That's where that phrase comes from. When people say send it to the cornfield or send them to the cornfield, it comes from that episode of Twilight Zone. She played the kid's mother. And then in the 1990s, late 1990s, there was a new Twilight Zone, and one of Billy Mooney's friends became producer of the new series, and he got together with Bill Mooney and created a sequel episode starring a grown-up evil kid with a tiny little evil daughter. And Cloris Leachman came back and played the mother again. I always thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
What was that, 40 years later?
At least, yeah.
35 maybe? Yeah. Long time.
I'm around there, yeah.
Yeah. And I wish I knew more about Cicely Tyson. I wish I knew more to talk about her. I knew about her from Roots. I was too young to appreciate Roots at the time. But I was definitely aware of what an impact it had on popular culture, because it was everywhere. It was absolutely everywhere.
Yep.
At the time. So, rest in peace, both those amazing performers. All right, let's get on with what we're going to show today. I allowed Mike to curate. I shouldn't say allowed. I asked Mike to curate to curate some stuff for us today, and he picked a couple of 1970s giant robot cartoons. And let me see, where did I put them? Okay, let's start with. Oh wait, that's not what I'm looking for. There it is, January 30th. Let's start with Gaiking.
Oh boy, do I got stuff to say about this.
Yeah, tell us about Gaiking, because I don't know anything about it. I've never seen.
Gaiking was one of the 5. Now it actually dates back to the mid 70s, but my first introduction to Gaiking was it came out in the United States in select markets in the United States under Jim Terry Productions, something called Force 5.
Okay.
And in Force 5, they had procured from Japan these 5 animated series and kind of condensed them down to 26 episodes. Many of them were like at least 50 to 75 episodes, but they kind of, picked the episodes they wanted to show, redubbed them as Force 5. And so every day of the week had a different serial. So Monday was Dan Ace. Tuesday was Star Ventures.
Okay.
Wednesday was Space Cateers. Thursday was Grandizer. And Fridays was Gaiking. So we all loved Fridays when we were kids. So it played in the United States markets, mostly in New England, Philadelphia, parts of New York, eventually Northern California and Texas. And so Fridays it was my jam. And Gaiking is about and now I'm going to go by the English dub version. The Dark Horror Corps were coming to Earth to overtake it because their planet of Zella was being consumed by a black hole. So the great Darius and his lieutenants were charged with taking the Dark Horror Corps, getting to the Earth, and conquering it so everybody from Zella could move there. Unbeknownst to them, but known to us, we had something to say about that, and Professor High-Tech created the Great Space Dragon and a protector robot by the name of Gaiking. Now, this is the English version. I won't get too much into the Japanese version. But I always loved the idea about the show that it was this team of these, super scientists, and they go out trying to find these people with special powers, and they find Ares Astonopoulos. Who is a baseball pitcher at the time, to pilot Gaiking. And I love the idea of this team coming together, fighting this threat that is at least from my perspective, the strongest of the five.
Okay.
And this is my jam. This is
Okay.
my jam. The theme is fantastic, but you're gonna watch the Japanese version, the Japanese
Okay.
dubbed with subtitles.
Okay.
So I feel that in some ways it's superior to the
Mhm.
English, but I just grew up with the English
Yeah.
stuff.
You're always nostalgic for the one that you grew up with. There was what year was this released in Japan?
I believe it was 75 to 76.
Okay. And when
it
did
was
it
only
come?
on for 44. It came to the United States in 1980 and
Okay.
ran in the market for about
Okay.
5 years.
Yeah.
So this represents my age 9 to
Okay.
10 through
Okay.
14.
I never saw Force 5. It
Mhm.
sounds familiar, those names that you were saying, the Space Cateers but
Mhm.
I did see Grandizer in the 80s. I did see like a 90-minute version of Grandizer, which must have been all the episodes strung together. And my
Yeah,
sisters,
they did that with all of them.
my
Yeah.
sisters and I saw the Grandizer movie. We watched it over and over. It was so bad. I remember Grandizer, the giant robot Grandizer, was voice controlled, and this guy would sit in a control room in its head or its chest or whatever, and he would yell out what it was supposed to do. And so the whole final battle of every episode was just him yelling, "Grandizer kick, rainbow beam," and it was ridiculous.
My friends really liked Grandizer more than
Yeah.
Gaiking, but I've always liked the idea of a team. And Grandizer was kind of a loner dude who was an alien.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
he was
I
an
prefer
alien.
the
I didn't-
team. Yeah, he was an
Okay.
alien. Everybody here, and the great thing about Gaiking was that it was one of the first Japanese anime that dealt with things outside of Japan. So
Okay.
the Great Space Dragon team goes all over the world
Okay.
and trying to battle these guys. So
Okay.
they just don't stick with Japan. They like
Okay.
to get some frequent
All right.
travel
Let's
miles.
watch an episode of Gaiking, and this is episode 1 apparently.
It's episode 1. You get to see where it all starts.
Okay. Let's go.
大空マリュウそれは巨大な戦う移動ロボット基地である
We've got 9 people watching now. Welcome everybody. Say hello.
Gaiking, my favorite. My fave.
Okay, Shenlong says he's familiar with
Mhm.
the toy company.
And speaking
movies.
of Tatsunoko,
Yeah.
Tatsunoko, that's the production company behind Casshan.
Okay.
Or Casshan. So that's the next one. I imagine we're
Okay.
doing that next.
Yeah.
right?
What?
Okay.
When? Now, see, I pronounce it Casshan because I saw the live action movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
That's
pronounce
right.
it
So
Casshan.
I don't know if it's pronounced Casshan or the H is part of that, but Casshan, early 70s, 73 to 74.
Okay.
I admit I'm not as familiar with it as I am with
Mhm.
Gaiking, though very few things
Mhm.
I am more familiar with than Gaiking,
Yeah.
as that was part of my childhood. But it's about a man named Tetsuya Azuma
Mm-hmm.
who willfully decides to become an android
Mhm.
to destroy the robots that took over his world. Now, his
Okay.
father was the one who invented these automatons to kind of
Okay.
help out, but they revolted
Mhm.
when one of the machines was struck by lightning,
Yeah. Okay.
and so he became kind of the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the robots mutinied against humanity because of this one robot that
Okay.
became sentient.
Okay.
And so
Oh, he became
decides,
sentient because of the lightning strike.
Right.
Okay.
Right, lightning strike. So Tetsuya volunteers to become an android. So he is an android with a human consciousness,
Mhm.
and he has a little sidekick friend, this little dog, animal thing, whatever. It's a
Mhm.
robotic dog named Friender.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a series that ran for 35 episodes, dealing with this character trying to rid his planet of all these robots.
Okay.
But it's kind of very altruistic to think about that he
Okay.
would give up his humanity
Okay.
to hunt down these particular robots. So,
So-
I think it's very compelling.
So this doesn't take place on Earth at all. This is all.
Well, it's I think it may be Earth.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it could be
Well,
Earth.
like I said, I saw in the early 2000s. I saw the live action movie. A friend of mine was really into anime, and he had a copy of the live action movie, which was new at the time. and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know it was an old series from the 70s or whatever. But the movie made no sense at all. Each individual scene was like it's completely disconnected from every other scene. There was even one moment in the film, a clip of 8 or 10 seconds that was stop motion animated, like a Rudolph Santa Claus cartoon, like a Rankin Bass cartoon. It was just stuck in there in the middle of an action scene, and we were both like, "What the hell?" And afterwards, my friend said this movie was like it was like the director was saying over and over again, "Watch me get out of this." Watch
me now.
Yeah, and it made no sense at all. So I have no idea what to expect with this. I've never seen this. But again, before we move on, welcome everybody. This is Bad Saturday Morning on 50th Street Studio. We're watching 1970s anime with Mr. Fox Guy here, aka Mike. And we just finished watching Gaiking, and he's also chosen the early 1970s Casshan cartoon. Everyone who's here, please say hello, and again, donate if you can. The 50th Street Studio is a nonprofit, and we rely on donations from viewers. There's a link, there's a clickable link in the Twitch chat where you can make a donation, and also a merchandise store that you can visit, and direct PayPal email address is on screen here. All right, let's get into the TV room and watch Casshan. He destroys the Iron Evil. Okay.
That's a sound that we all know if you watch anime.
Yeah.
I know the theme.
Yeah.
I know the theme. Wow.
Kick, attack, electric punch. Reborn as an immortal. Until you defeat Androforce. Explode your burning fury.
Wow.
Flender.
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, he's got Dynamite with him. Oh, the dog turned into a
wow,
a secret jet.
Good dog. Good boy.
Oh, he's got a tunneling
Mega
vehicle. Yeah, Mega Man. Oh, this is Tatsunoko. Yeah, you said it was Tatsunoko.
Yeah. Good quality stuff.
Okay. All right, get on with it.
Linger.
What?
Linger.
Okay.
Episode 1.
Oh, this is episode 1? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in Sleeping Beauty's castle.
I'm watching that tonight. I have to watch that.
World famous authority on
tonight, meaning
robot
like
engineering.
after we're done.
Robot Swan.
Oh.
So this is Earth.
Okay. Yeah.
この夢を実現させるために東博士が精魂込めて作ったのがこの公害処理用アンドロイドである。
Pollution disposal
アンドロイ
android.
ドとは自分の意思を持って動くことのできる
BK1, I
人
believe
間
his
に
name
似
is.
たロボットのことで中でもアンドロイド BK1 号
BK1
は最も人間に近く優秀な電子頭脳と強力な力を持ち他のロボットを指揮して働くことができるのである。
He's a supervisor robot. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Should have insulated that. Yeah. Ugh.
His
Dr.
printer.
Dr. Azuma needs. Yeah.
His printer port is malfunctioning there.
Nice schematics, though.
Yeah. Oh. For some reason, this was reminding me that someday we need to watch Hilarious House of Frightenstein.
Ugh. Oh man, Mondays.
Wait, does his dog get turned into the robot dog?
お父さん、
あなた、物音は研究室の方です。
白鳥のロボットが雷に驚いたのだろう。ラッキー、どうした？
Hey, what are you doing, Scoob?
Yeah.
お父さん、ほら、誰かがこっち
Why
に近
would
づいてきます。
why would you build a robot swan and program it to be frightened? Program it to experience fear.
You're a hack scientist, and you went to the University of Arizona to get that nice evil scientist. Uh-oh.
アンドロイドだ。
It's a Hammer film all of a sudden.
Yeah.
何かの間違いで電源が入ったに違いない。
怖いわ。
お母さん、大丈夫。アンドロイドは人間の命令に服従し、危害を加えないように作ってあるんだよ。怖くなんかないよ。
それじゃ
He's gonna get
研究室へ
spanked.
戻してください。私気味が悪くて。
アンドロイド BK1 号、研究室へ戻りなさい。さあ、戻りなさい。
俺は人間の命令には従わない。
なんだと？
お前たち人間は機械を作り出しては使ってきた。だが今度は
Is
違
he
う。
like? Is he cracking his?
That's what it sounds like.
Knuckles? Oh, I'm like,
人
oh.
間どもを支配してやるのだ。
狂っている。お父さん。狂ってる。何かがあったんだ。
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Whoa!
お前は俺を強く作った。この
Oh,
力
you
で
gonna
人
pull
間
that
ど
crap?
もを
You
乱
made?
す
Oh, no, you made me. Not you made me do it. Oh, that worked. Ugh. Eat the dog. Oh, there he, get the dog.
ても無駄だ。何もかも粉々にしてやる。
Well, that felt good.
東博士の急
Did you
報で
stop for the
国防
dog?
軍機動隊が出動した。
Wow, so the National Guard shows up and just opens fire. I swear that's an I/O printer port on his forehead.
I love my work.
こっちへ向かってきます。
Yeah. But what good is their defense force ever?
Yeah.
Like in any movie ever.
Each one of those tank shells would be as big as him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Cracked his head open. Oh.
Gort. Ooh. Hug.
Okay, so they're getting the idea that this is a Godzilla level threat here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have filled that one tank with poison gas.
Uh-oh.
Oh. So there's There's grass and trees here. I thought the earth was
Yeah. Well, I
polluted.
think maybe that was before, and he made these robots to fix it, so it's fixed now. Maybe? Yeah.
I don't know.
We got the after.
Yeah.
Come on, print.
Is your device properly terminated? Oh
I
God.
can't find the network printer.
Yeah. I hated those days.
Put a Terminator on it, damn it.
Harumph, harumph.
会議が開かれたが、何ら対抗する方法も発見できなかった。
Yeah, beard.
一方、BK1 号は3体のアンドロイドに命を与え、自らをフライキングポスト名乗り、アンドロ軍団を組織して、
Oh, that's not a good pose.
Okay, he puts on a cape and a crown. Yeah, that's bad.
M. Bison from Street Fighter all of a sudden.
The creator should take responsibility. No kidding.
IBM Selectrics, go!
東博士の研究所だった古城を本部にして着々と戦闘準備を整えていた。だが政府には何の対策もなかった。相手は不死身のアンドロイドなのだ。
You gotta build a special assembly line to stamp emblems on their chests. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not fooling around.
Not the cactus. Probably like the chud. Yeah, we're really cute. Owlbears attack.
So there's a red regiment and a teal regiment.
Goodbye, Dolly. Mush. Wow. Oh, gets a little progressively worse each and every time. Oh, you can stitch her together.
People were very cold to Dr. Uzuma. No kidding.
He's in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Oh?
Oh, Tetsuya ka.
They got snazzy new clothes.
Nice turtleneck, son.
Yeah.
わしは人間の幸福を願ってあのアンドロイドを作った。だが結果は逆になった。あいつの力は
That'll happen.
人間の力で倒すことは不可能だろう。
He's got the stylish Carl Sagan red turtleneck and the $6 million man wide lapel jacket.
There you go.
And the Night Stalker seersucker slacks.
Right. He's got it working.
Yeah. I'm impressed that not only did I connect that to Night Stalker, but I knew the name of the material. I can't remember people's names, people I've known my whole life, but I can come up with that.
Interlude.
We got 10 people watching now.
Yeah, like it's the brand new key girl. I got a brand new
Yeah. With those dangerously long ponytails. Will get caught in the bicycle chain.
All of a sudden they're in
Yeah.
Dresden.
Just she was bicycling along peacefully. There was peaceful music, and then
Dead.
oh, oh my God! So the blue ones are the electric ones.
ロボットたち国立研究所に近づいていくわ。早く哲也さんに知らせなくっちゃ。
Get on my bike. Oh.
Oh,
Nice move. Aw.
that was weird. She was in front of the pole and behind it at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, magic dog. Who is this girl? I guess we'll
That'd be
find out.
important.
I don't think this thing has a neck you can bite.
Got it. He's got it. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Not very lucky anymore.
Okay, so the brains are in the helmet, and the spike
Yep.
on the helmet. Lucky, not very.
Lucky was a brave dog. Incorrectly named, but a brave dog.
This is a funeral for the dog? Wow. Oh, it's a casket and
Rip
everything.
Lucky.
私を守ってくれたのよ。
It's a good dog, though.
ごめんね。
Yeah.
ラッキー。ルナ、あなたも悪いんじゃないわ。
Carissa with the $10. Hi, Carissa. I'm glad you're here.
Hi.
ラッキー、敵は必ず取ってやるぞ。哲也。
That's 10% of our goal for $100 for today.
研究室へ。ラッキーを。
東博士は死んだラッキーをロボット犬
So it
と
is
して
the dog.
生き返らせようとしたラッキーのすべての
Robot dog.
電子頭脳がロボット犬に組み込まれた。こうしてラッキ
Like,
ー
if
は
I had a chance, would I want my cat to be a robo-cat? I
Wait,
don't
so
know.
how did they revive the dog? They used the word revive.
哲也。
Hmm.
哲也
So is this the zombie body of the dog with armor on it, or is it?
死んだラッキー
They
だって
download its
Yeah.
brain or
生きた人間の体を利用すればもっと強いのができるんでしょ。お父さん、僕を心臓人間にしてください。
哲也、バカなことを言うんじゃありません。
一度心臓人間になったら
I think Mom would have the last say in this,
Yeah.
you know?
でもブライキングボスに勝つためには僕が心臓人間になる以外ないんでしょ。僕はブライキングボスが憎い。お父さんの苦しんでいるのが見ていられないんだ。
Yeah, he's suffering all right.
哲也
Maybe show some emotion. Maybe.
うん
お前それほどまでに
僕がやらなければ誰がアンドロ軍団と戦うんです。
Who else can fight against Andor Force? Well, just about anybody.
人間の平和のためにな
Gaiking!
良いアンドロイドをお父さんに作ってもらいたいんだ。お母さん、僕を許してください。
哲也、なんということ。
But honey, you're supposed to have a wedding
お願いします。
and go to college.
哲也人間でなくなるのだぞ。
はい。でも心は僕のはずです。
My heart will go on, y'all.
はい。お母さん、許してください。
Whoa.
Carissa says, is he dying from a disease or something, or does he just want to be a robot? He just wants to be a robot. His
Just fight the
father,
bad guys.
his father was the one who built the androids that became evil.
東博士の行方を
So everyone's
突き止め
blaming
た
his
彼らは
family.
国立科学研究所に向かった
Whoa, what did he do to his eyes? Oh, wait a minute. That's not even...
哲也いい
Get
な
him. Go over
始め
there.
るぞ
So is he gonna combine him with that thing like the fly, with a matter teleporter that will just blend the two together? That's what it looks like. Whoa! See, he's wearing his mood necklace. He should take that off, I would think. Whatever's happening, I don't know.
They're wearing Iron Sheik shoes.
Iron Sheik. That's something else everyone's going to need to Google.
Oh, if you don't follow him on Twitter, you are missing out.
Oh, he's on Twitter? The Iron Sheik is on Twitter?
Yeah. He is the best Twitter account
Really?
ever. Oh, it's hilarious. And does he hate Hulk Hogan? Oh my God.
Oh, really?
He hates him with every fiber of his being.
Hmm. Call yourself Casshan.
お前が心臓人間キャシャーンと分かれば世間の人々はお前を許さないだろう。人々は全てのロボットを憎んでいる。
So he needs a secret
お
identity?
前だけが頼りだ。フレンダーも強力に改造してある。
Okay, Robot General number 1.
Round 1, fight.
Yeah. So this is exactly how the origin of remember that movie we watched, that Chinese Superman, Inframan?
Yeah.
This is exactly how Inframan was made. They just put a guy on a table, there were some flashing lights, and he was now a robot man. And he went directly out and fought robots. He is dressed like M. Bison.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hello.
He pierced him, but didn't leave any holes or anything. Okay.
The B Squad.
Oh, he's got a gun. What? What did that do? What a fellow. Does that word mean something?
I don't know. Maybe it means. Let me see here.
Yeah, Carissa
Does
says.
it mean anything?
Carissa says, "Show off." Whoa. And didn't the Inframan operation happen inside a dome like that on a mountaintop? If I remember correctly, I think it did.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his parents. That's a mistake. Here comes the Minotaur.
There he is. It's so random, yet they all fit together.
Yeah. Oh.
Owie.
Yeah, the dog already discovered you chop you chop off their hood ornament, they explode.
It's reminiscent of that one robot from the G1 Transformers, the cassette tape with the prowl.
Right.
Yeah. All right there, boss. Just take our word for it. He transformed.
Shenlong, was that its name? Ravage? The
Ravage.
The
Okay.
Cassette tape that turned
Yeah,
into a
Prowl
dog.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah, Prowl was one of the Autobots. I don't know why. I said Prowl.
Okay, so how does the dog turn into a jet that he can sit in?
It just does.
Yeah, that's the correct answer, I guess. It just does.
Yeah, it just does. Yeah, ignore physics and the conservation of matter and energy. Just it just does. Ow. Version 2 coming up next.
Shenlong says Ravage was a cat, though. And the other one was like a pterodactyl, right? Because there were two of them.
Rumble. Soundwave stuff.
Who will do it if not Casshan? Blue Falcon and Dynamite?
A cliffhanger again.
My appearance hasn't changed. It kind of did.
A little bit. Skosh.
Laserbeak, says Shenlong.
Laserbeak, thank you. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Transformers the movie, it's amazing.
The animated version from 1984.
The animated version, 86.
Yeah, 86.
The
okay.
theatrical movie, the
I saw it.
theatrical, it's amazing. Oh, it's amazing.
I remember I saw it at the
Blu-ray.
cinema, and I remember liking it, but I remember the end kind of falling flat for me.
Yeah, the whole matrix of leadership thing.
Yeah, it had such a build-up. This is a preview. Infiltrates an old castle. However, his parents are nowhere to be found.
The Swanee?
Swanee Globe.
Swanee River?
Your only hope.
Right on.
Ivory says, wait, what am I doing here? Okay. Ivory says, I heard that Optimus Prime came to a harsh fate at the end. Yeah, at the end of the animated Transformers movie, he does come to an end, and he passes along his power of leadership to Hot Rod, who becomes Rodimus Prime.
Yep.
And the
better end that he had in the live action.
Yeah,
though.
I think the toy companies were directing that. I think they wanted to release a second line of toys, and they wanted to promote Rodimus Prime was their new design and everything, but nobody was interested. It was all about Optimus Prime.
For me as a kid growing up, he was the hero.
I was never that interested in Transformers. I did go to see the movie when it came out, though. I love the fact that was Orson Welles' final film.
Mm-hmm.
He was the voice of what was it? Omicron, Unicron.
Unicron.
He was the voice of Unicron, the Death
And
Planet.
he didn't care.
No,
he did not care. And yet it's one of the best performances, along with Leonard Nimoy, who did not care.
Yeah.
And they get the best performances
Yeah,
in the
but
entire movie.
a professional will give a better performance than the best amateur.
I think that was also one of the last performances for Lionel Stander.
I don't know
as
who that is.
Cup.
Okay.
This is my boss, Jonathan Hott. He's quite a guy. He's the Heart to Heart Max guy. You ever watch Heart to Heart?
No.
Never watched it?
I never watched Heart to Heart. No.
He's just kind of gravelly voice, dude. You've probably seen him.
Probably.
And it had Judd Nelson.
It did.
Playing Hot Rod.
Yeah.
What? But it has so many great lines from it, and a lot of beloved, Autobots and Decepticons perish.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah. The thing was, I really liked the idea of Unicron, a robot the size of a planet that powers itself by devouring planets, which means it was big. And but the size of a planet. But then by the end of the film, I was like, he wasn't nearly that big. When he transformed into a humanoid style robot and they were flying around fighting him, I'm like, what happened? He's supposed to be the size of a planet.
Death Star size.
No.
He wasn't that. He wasn't that big.
Yeah.
He just picked on the little moons.
I guess. Anyway, the original, the animated Transformers movie is actually worth seeing. I actually liked it. I've not seen any of the modern Transformers films. It was a friend of mine.
I saw the first one.
A friend of mine
That's
told
it.
me the first one was kind of funny.
Mhm.
I watched it for about 15 minutes and turned it off. It just didn't hold my interest.
The better parts of that movie have nothing to do with the robots.
Yeah.
It's the people that actually make it fun.
Yeah. And see, that's a mistake. That's a mistake that these movie makers always make. The Transformers are about the damn Transformers. It's about the robots.
But they didn't put a lot of really time and effort
That's-
into developing that.
That's what the modern Marvel movies did right. They made superhero movies. They made actual superhero movies. They made them they made them look and sound like the comics. And that's what people have always wanted. And when these movie producers and directors come in and try to they want to make it something else, they want to change it to their own vision, they end up with crap like Man of Steel.
Yeah, they worry too much about the grittiness and
Yeah.
don't worry about the
And they
actual story.
completely ignore the fact that the Christopher Reeve Superman movie, the first one, was a gigantic success. And the reason it was a success is because it was traditional Superman. It was da 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 da, you know, swooping in to save the day. That's what people want with Superman. That's what they want with Captain America. You want to make a gritty film, do Wolverine, do Daredevil. That's their shtick. Anyway,
Leave the whole brooding to somebody else.
yeah. That's why
Don't touch my Superman.
that works for Batman. It doesn't work for Superman. Anyway,
And I'm a huge Superman fan. Huge Superman fan. So I have talked incessantly for hours with my patient wife about why Superman is the greatest of all time. And yes, okay, honey.
she's
Okay.
Superman, whatever.
Yeah.
Someday on Bad Saturday Morning, we're gonna have to watch 1950s television Superman.
The Adventures of Superman
Yeah,
with George
Reeves.
Reeve.
Yeah, George Reeve.
Yep.
We're gonna have to watch that someday. And that's what the Christopher Reeve Superman did correctly, was they emulated that old show, basically. And they even the music sounds like the old TV Superman. Yeah, John Williams knew what he was doing. He said that's what worked, and I'm gonna even the music says, you can hear it say Superman.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah.
But if you want to get some really good insight into it, if you have the DVD or Blu-ray, listen to the commentary with Richard Donner and Tom Mankiewicz. It's the best DVD commentary I've ever heard.
Really? Okay.
Yes,
All
it's
right.
the best. They are friends talking about a movie they did together, and you realize how much creative input Tom Mankiewicz had. That what they were given by all the people who had written the script, like Mario Puzo, they took those ideas and went, yeah, you're still going to get your paycheck, but Tom and Richard Donner sat down together and like, let's make a movie.
Yeah.
So a lot of the dialogue you hear taking place on Krypton with this is no fantasy, no product of wild imagination. That's Tom Mankiewicz completely.
Yeah. Speaking of
And he
actors,
proves it.
speaking of actors who didn't care, what's his name? Jor-El from that first Superman movie.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. Yeah, but still his performances are great, and he never cared. He never.
No, he just did not.
Yeah, the Krypton, the whole introduction to the film, the whole Krypton thing works. The whole thing with Clark Kent at the Daily Planet, it all works. Yeah, there's so much about that movie works. Carissa says
still my favorite.
Carissa says, I know a few people who can talk for hours about Superman.
I am holding back so much information right now.
Ivory says, my childhood hero. I know every episode. I'm sure you do, Ivory. And you always have to. Carol says Marlon was the best. The final product, when he would make a film, the final product was great. He himself, I've never heard anything good about.
He was a wreck.
No, I've never heard anything positive about him.
I mean, he was like the Ernest Hemingway of actors,
Right.
just self-destructive.
Yeah, Ernest Hemingway. That's a good comparison. You have to remember the thing I find amazing about Superman is that he was the first superhero. He was the first. He was the first costume superpowered superhero, and he's still the best even after 100 years. It's been almost 100 years.
Yeah, people will complain he's too much of a Boy Scout, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But like I said, I could go on for hours. Why? But we won't because we have one more thing to watch.
I had a realization just this week, like a shower thought moment, that the Marvel Comics universe doesn't have a Superman analog. They do in some of their alternate universes, but in the main Marvel universe, there is no Superman analog except the Shi'ar
Marvel, maybe?
the Shi'ar Royal Guard that were introduced to the X-Men. The Shi'ar are an alien race, a spacefaring empire like the Kree and the Skrull, and they have this contingent of superheroes, alien superheroes, not humans, that are superpowered humanoid aliens that are. When they were introduced in the X-Men series, they were supposed to be like a Marvel satire of the Legion of Superheroes. All of them are humanoid aliens with special powers that they're born with. Their leader is a character named Gladiator, and he's basically Superman. He's basically the Marvel Comics, Marvel Universe Superman. He has all the Superman powers. And I had this realization this week, and I don't know what made me think of it. Much of the Superman idea that Simon and Schuster came up with in the late 30s was inspired by a novel from the 1920s called Gladiator, about a superpowered human. He was the son of a scientist who was imbued with superpowers, like this Casshan character. And I read the novel and I reviewed it, and it was surprisingly good and surprisingly modern. It had a surprisingly relevant take on can one superpowered man change the world? And the conclusion of this particular novel was no. He can confront all the rich oligarchs he wants. There will always be 20 more to take its place, and the humanity will never learn. But it was basically Superman. He was basically Superman. He had the powers to leap tall buildings and super strength.
But it's not about the powers. It's not about the powers.
And invulnerability.
That's what they don't understand. It's not about the powers or invulnerability or anything.
But much of their inspiration for Superman came from that novel, which was called Gladiator. And I realized, you know what? This Shi'ar Royal Guard character, this Superman analog, his name was Gladiator. Whoever wrote that in the late 70s was tributing that novel, and when I was 13 years old, I didn't know it. I didn't realize it. For some reason, it took me 40 years to connect that.
Yeah, but you did though. You finally got that connection. It's just gonna
I guess
some folks would never get there.
Well, anyway, let's. Plus, Gladiator is an alien. He's not human. He's not human. He's from outer space. People forget that about Superman, and that's one thing I like
about it. Is that,
the one thing I like about the modern takes on Lex Luthor is that he refers to Superman as the alien. He never did that in the old comics. It was Superman was always about truth, justice, and the American way, and but these days Lex Luthor refers to him as the alien, which I like. I like that. Take. Okay. Let's get on with it. What we're going to watch next, because it's almost 11:40 already. We're going to watch Battle of the Planets.
Yay!
Which was, again, by Tatsunoko, the same people who made Speed Racer. Speed Racer was 1967. This was 5 years later, 1972. Tatsunoko created this series called Ninja Team Gatchaman, or G-Force, as they were called. 1972. It didn't come to the United States until 1980, I think. Maybe it was 78. Anyway,
78 to 80.
78 to 80. It was brought to the United States after Star Wars. And was it Sandy Frank or was it Harmony Gold?
It was Sandy Frank.
Sandy Frank. He was looking for series that he could bring to the States to be Star Wars style space battle kind of stuff. And he took Gatchaman, edited it down, removed all the drama stuff, and left in all the space battles. And what we got was just kind of a mishmash of a different space battle, different space monster every month. And it never really made any sense. I liked the show, but it really never made any sense. We're going to watch, I think, episode 3. Because when I was looking at episodes to pick, when I was looking for episodes to pick, I saw the title of episode 3 and I remembered it. I remembered it being particularly nonsensical. So
That's perfect then.
So-
Perfect.
So we'll watch that. Let's go into the TV room and watch Battle of the Planets with the greatest theme song ever made.
Stay tuned.
Yep.
Coming up next on Battle of the Planets, a mysterious series of aircraft accidents occur on a newly discovered planet, and the entire G-Force team is sent on an exciting journey to outer space. to
Mark
try to
kind of
learn
looks
the
like
cause.
Tetsuo from the last
Yeah.
one.
That's it.
What is it? A giant mummy.
A
What is
giant
the fearsome
mummy.
thing
Isn't
haunts
that-
the skies
who does the
above
voice
alien planet?
of
Who
Mark?
sent it? Where does it come from? How can G-Force cope with an
That's,
awesome
it
force
sounds like
that is
Casey
neither
Kasem.
human
It is
nor
Casey Kasem.
machine?
It is Casey Kasem.
Okay.
Be sure to watch this exciting episode coming up next.
The announcer sounds kind of like Ted Knight, but I don't think it is.
All this theme.
Yeah. Greatest theme music. How did Sandy Frank come up with this tremendous music? This is the most triumphant music ever.
Battle of the Planets.
That's William Woodson as
Okay.
the announcer.
He's doing Ted Knight, it sounds like.
5 incredible young people with superpowers.
Meanwhile,
Super powers.
And watching over them from Center Neptune,
Alan Young.
7.
Hmm.
Watching, warning against surprise attack by
I know
alien
this by
galaxies
heart.
from beyond space.
Matt, it does sound like Super Friends. I think he's doing that on purpose.
it's so epic. It's so epic.
Yeah, Iceman came in, and he says, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Man, how are you? It's Mark Venter.
Yeah.
Or is it Mark Venter?
He's referencing The Room.
G-Force, fearless young orphans protecting Earth's entire galaxy. Always 5, acting as one. Dedicated, inseparable, invincible.
Yeah, he's definitely doing Super Friends Ted Knight. The Space Mummy.
Mark, Princess Tiny
Here
Key
at
up
Center
and Jason.
Neptune, far beneath the sea, our main task is to monitor the
I
heavens
always
for any
hated-
sign of
I
trouble,
always hated Seven's
such
Arc
as
Surge.
alien invaders from outer
Scrooge
space.
McDuck.
Yeah.
But now and then something wonderfully new and exciting
Sandy Frank
happens.
commissioned
Like
this
last week,
filler
when I was
animation
making my regular check of all
to
the
put into
galaxies,
to make
I
the series
discovered
long
a
enough to
completely
syndicate
unknown
because he
planet.
cut so much of
It was
the original
literally
series out.
hiding behind Venus, and I happened to catch it.
And he
You
looks
know-
nothing
They've
like
named it
looks
Zarcadia,
nothing like
after me.
Megalon
really
at all.
How often do you get a whole new world?
I didn't think of that,
Nothing
but
like
you're right.
Megalon. He even flies like him.
I never
Look,
liked.
He said to go 10 feet.
I know I should
I
be
know, I
checking
hated
on
it
other
too.
Like I
planets,
said,
but
I hated
just
Seven's
can't
Arc 7.
resist
But
putting
you know, I
Zarcadia
never,
on my monitor now and then.
I never
Look at-
knew that
That's
this
the
was
one.
Alan Young
3,000 from the left
until
and
he
2,000
died a few
down.
years ago, and it was
Isn't
in his
beautiful?
obituary, and I was like,
And
"Oh
you
my
know what's
God,
really mind
that was
blowing?
Alan Young's
It
voice!
is
Of course, that was
atmosphere
Alan
almost
Young."
Identical to ours
Yeah.
here on Earth. And
You
human
think of him
beings,
as the
just
voice
like
of
us.
Scrooge
Well,
McDuck.
that is
I think of him as
like
the
you.
guy from
I have
Mr.
watched
Ed.
Arcadia quite closely, and I've discovered
I
that
think
some
of him
very
as the guy
mysterious
from Time
plane
Machine.
crashes are occurring up there. So we're sending our whole security unit to check it out.
You know the
G-Force
the
and
George
Chief
Powell.
Anderson.
Right,
We'll be
I know who you're
launching
talking about.
As
Yeah.
soon as I
Yeah.
push this button.
God, I love that movie.
Yes, Iceman, he does resemble R2-D2, and
Well,
that's
they're off.
on
Good luck
purpose.
to
That's the
you,
reason.
And take care of my world.
Phoenix
to center Neptune. We're halfway through the solar system and climbing, Zark.
See, that's Casey
Read,
Kasem.
Commander. You're right on
Keep your
target.
feet on the
Ground
ground
and keep reaching for the stars. Yeah.
And I'll take over controls.
Here,
You
Casey.
got it.
Would you play the Battle of the Planets theme?
7 Zark 7 to Phoenix. You're now approaching Zarcadia. Set retrojets and prepare for
It's a
entry.
long-distance dedication.
Be on the alert. They have a lot of air traffic there, and we don't know their patterns.
Ah,
Stop
Mark,
biting
Princess
your
Tiny,
rivets,
Kiyoshi.
Zark. We made it just fine. Be in touch
different
later.
animation.
Over.
Yep.
Phew, that's a relief. Now G-Force and Chief Anderson can go right to the Zarcadian Security Headquarters and try to get to the bottom of all their trouble.
Here's
Go
a map
right
of
to
Zarcadia.
hell.
They say there have been 4 crashes in 4 weeks. That can't be coincidence.
Nor can the fact that they all happened within 25 miles of each other. I've heard lots about Cat, but this is ridiculous.
Cat?
What?
Oh, you mean clear air turbulence. It's never been known to occur up here. Yet none of the pilots'
Meow?
tapes mention clouds.
Blink.
Only
There you go.
something white.
Mhm.
Where are you going?
We're
I'm
white.
not finished.
Come on, Chief. We've known each other a long time. You want me to go out and nose around, right?
Oh, I want you to go to your room.
When you get
Clean
back,
your room.
you'll tell me Spectra's here.
This is really stiff compared to Speed Racer, honestly. You know, I was thinking about Speed Racer as well, and thinking that Gaiking thing with the baseball player. Whoa!
Papa gave it to me before he went away.
What was with that
that's
weird
nice.
hand animation? What was...
Why don't you take better care of it?
Excuse me, but has this young man done something wrong?
No, nothing.
He's been
Forget
dumped
it.
poorly.
This is my nephew. I'm taking care of him while his father's away.
While his father is dead. Oops. There are so many modern anime series that are based around sports
Is
teams,
his father coming home from a trip?
like
Not
you know,
likely. His
soccer
father
and
was the
baseball
pilot
and
of one of the missing
and
flights.
tennis
Oh,
and all
sorry.
this.
But he
And I
won't
was
accept
thinking
it. He insists
those
his
those
father is
have their
alive
roots
and
in
will be
Speed
coming
Racer.
home anytime.
It's
So he
a
comes to the
sports-based
airport every day to
kind of
welcome
thing,
him
but
when
no
he
one ever did
returns.
car racing again, as far as I know.
Please forgive me. I'm Dr.
And I don't know of any.
I'm Mark, a visitor from Earth.
And I
Pleased to meet
seriously
you.
doubt that any of these.
I don't know which is better, making the boy face reality or letting him keep his hope.
The guy is dead. I was talking
So
away
I'm
and
reading-
joking. But
I'm reading on the wiki about this show,
Who knows?
and one of the
Nobody
guys doing the
recovered.
voices
Maybe
in
he's
this
right.
Mhm.
is Edward Andrews.
I hope.
I may not know him by name, but if you ever seen 16 Candles,
Mhm.
he was the grandpa that loaned his car to Long Duck.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Where
So,
is my
Long
automobile?
Automobile.
They
Yeah.
radioed the
That guy.
first emergency from somewhere right around here.
I'm sorry, I had to interrupt you with
Yeah.
that. I'm not doing like that. But it's funny that William Woodson, the guy who's doing the announcing,
Hey, I
Mhm.
think I
did the
made a
announcers
lucky
for Super
find.
Friends too
Or
after Ted
maybe
Knight
unlucky.
Okay.
stopped doing it.
Yeah, he was doing.
So-
He was continuing his Super Friends.
Yep. And one of the other guys providing voices in the series is Alan Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Alan Oppenheimer, of course, is the guy who did Skeletor and
Okay.
the other voices.
Okay.
So he plays Commander Gorak.
Okay. Okay. Here's what we saw in the preview.
Yep.
What is it?
It's big. Oh, it's big. So big.
It's a giant mummy.
Giant mummy.
See, this makes no damn sense. And that's why I
Sounds
remembered
like a
it.
dragon.
But what I was saying about all the sports-based animes, comparing them to, or saying that they have their roots in Speed Racer, I seriously doubt that any of these modern soccer or tennis animes, I doubt any of these high school teams had to play a tennis match on top of an exploding volcano.
Right.
Zoltar's gotta be behind this.
Oh, is he always have to
Yeah,
be blamed for
it's
everything,
Zoltar.
Mark?
We found traces of plutonium X on the surface of your aircraft.
Every planet in the galaxy stopped making that because it's too radioactive.
Every planet except Spectra. It must be what they're using to propel that giant mummy. I'm glad you were protected in your plane.
Isn't there a neutralizer? Something to counteract that radiation?
There is. It's called anti-pluton. A new synthetic
Oh,
metal
and
invented by a Dr.
what?
Sweet.
Anti-Pluton.
I met him today.
The voice of
You can bet
Princess
that's why
was
Spectra's here.
Janet
They're
Waldo.
probably after
Really,
Sweet
Janet
right now.
Waldo. Huh.
And Sweet's
For
brother
those who
was
don't know,
piloting
Janet
Flight
Waldo
5.
also did the voice of Judy Jetson.
And Josie and Josie and the Pussycats.
Yep. Yep. Listen to that music. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good funk. I like
Working
this.
it.
Okay, so this guy's...
Janet Waldo lived to be 97.
Wow.
Wow.
Dr. Sweet.
There's the man from yesterday.
Oh, and this just happened to be the guy who invented
Hey, buddy, aren't you afraid of
anti-Pluton.
catching cold?
Luckily, we're
Of course.
immune. He insists on coming out, rain or shine.
But I had a dream, and in the dream, Papa said he would come back to me on a rainy
Okay,
day.
so
I've gotta be here when it
Uncle
rains, don't I?
Uncle Sweet here, you just kind of bring the kid out here every day.
Yeah. That's your head, son. There's not much in it.
Yeah, Ivory says I just can't get my mind around Casey Kasem's voice. Yeah.
I've just about given up my work coming out here, but I can't bear to hurt his feelings.
Okay, if they included all of this drama, imagine how much they cut out.
This is a very Mark-centric episode.
Yeah.
Not really much going on with the team. Oh, the voice of Jason was
Yeah.
Ronnie Shell,
Okay.
known most for when he was in Gomer Pyle.
Really?
He played Duke Slater in Gomer Pyle.
You're gonna have to remind me which one he was.
You
see his face. I can't really describe.
It's my brother. I just
Which
can't
one was he
believe
again?
it.
Let's see here.
He's running right out on the tarmac.
It's good to see you.
I guess he was his best friend. He was
How do you
he was
account for the
Pyle's best
fact
friend.
that we never
Okay.
heard of your rescue?
Young, enthusiastic guy.
I was picked up by some fishermen in a small boat. It didn't have
Dark
a
hair,
radio,
kinda
and I had to
big
wait
ears.
2 days while
Okay.
they finished their catch and came home.
Okay, I
How's
thought this
it
guy
feel
was
to have
dead.
your brother back?
It is wonderful, but not as wonderful
Casey
as it is
double
to have
booty.
Buddy's father back.
Andy was tough. Buddy bailed out.
Uh-oh. Something's wrong.
Secret Dakota ring. Was he the Green Lantern?
Yeah, Ivory, you're right. I suspect that's not his dad.
Nope.
I guess we're not going to get to hear Janet Waldo's voice this episode?
No. Mr. Furley's gonna walk in.
What are you doing at my safe? Who are you anyway? You're not my brother.
How can you be
You're no son of mine.
I didn't want to make a scene in front of the boy, but my brother never wore rings.
Spectra Research should have known.
So you are from Spectra.
I am Spectra. You may have heard of me.
Oh no. It's Zoltar himself. Oh my god.
Wow.
And he does the Ace Deucey trick, just leaping right out the nearest window. But then he climbed back in the next window.
I'm so worried about what's happening up there on my world of Zarcadia and to my G-Force team that I completely steamed up my monitor screen.
That's his world. I thought. Wait, huh?
That wasn't Earth. I remember. Earlier on, Mark said that he was a visitor
Now,
from
maybe I
Earth.
can get a clear look at that evil Zoltar and see what he's up to. I hope that poor little boy isn't in any danger. But then Mark's right outside, and I know he'll do something to help. I'd like to remind G-Force to keep in touch
This
with
is
me.
terrible.
After all, it's my world, and I'd like to help too.
I'm the soul of fairness, Dr. Sweet. Give me your anti-Pluton, and I'll spare the boy.
Anti-Pluton?
No games, please.
With your new formula, Spectra can dominate the universe.
He's got a Japanese accent.
You won't get it.
Well, it's because he is.
Oh,
it's I don't remember. It's Kia Luke or Ki Luke.
Okay.
He was. He had a long history, but if you've ever seen Rodan, he was the narrator, but he did a lot of Toho dubs, English dubs.
It's all right.
But he did a lot of the Charlie Chan movies back in the 30s.
You said you were from Earth.
I'm with G-Force. We were sent to keep Spectra from getting your anti-Pluton.
He was also in the
I've only
Gremlins movies.
extracted a
He
tiny
played the
bit so far,
grandfather
but it
guy.
works.
The guy who owned
Gizmo.
Gizmo. Yeah, him.
I know Spectra's the only planet using plutonium X, so it was only a matter of time before they struck. But to strike through a child...
No, you can't have it! It was my daddy's and you hurt my daddy!
No, buddy. That man isn't your daddy. He just looks like him.
Who's your daddy?
He's a bad man.
Is he rich like me?
Who can change his looks to confuse little boys like you.
No!
Okay, so now you're telling the kid the truth.
The space mummy is descending on the airport. I'd better get the chief to contact Mark.
They're not going to know on this alien planet what that is.
Yeah, so the
ears on. What's up?
That mummy you saw just landed at the airport.
Ouch.
It's like Attack on
the others.
Attack on Titan.
Get the Phoenix
he
in
says,
the air on the
ouch.
double. This
Yeah,
is
he's like
critical.
Attack on Titan.
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Transmute.
Do they transmute back home too, or?
Oh, geez, that's big.
Yeah. Oh, big mummy. Oh, mega mummy. Oh,
God dang.
that's huge.
Just his foot is as big as a...
Thank goodness they sent out a fleet of robot attack planes to help.
There are people in them. Stop it. Owie, ow. Burning, itching, flaking. Pew pew, pew pew, alien pew pew. Whoa! Pazuzu.
Yeah. So it's not a robot. It's some kind of bat creature.
Because these always work.
And the fact that when they rewrote the story for this American version, they made this not Earth for some reason.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Not on
look
our
out the
watch.
window. The airport. Oh. Could he have gone to the airport?
Oh boy.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it the rest of the team?
whole team flew out there.
Yeah.
Man, that airport is one big bonfire.
What are we doing? Saving our missiles for July 4th?
No, he's just brushing missiles off. We've got to use anti-Pluton, but we have to place it just right. There's only enough for one shot.
But where's the critical spot?
Get real
There
close,
she is.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe I can figure out where to aim.
Call me
I don't
chicken.
really have to
That's as
aim at
close
them. I
as
mean,
we
it's just
go.
big enough.
Gotta be
yeah.
directed, right where the plutonium's stored.
A splendid day's work. Finally, we have
As a
a
kid, I
weapon
wanted
that
to
cannot
press the button
withstand.
on their
With
helmets.
the mummy,
Yeah.
we
You know,
can
they never
conquer
did.
every galaxy in the cosmos.
And they made this pilot guy, Zoltar himself.
So that's where it is. His back.
There's a little
What?
boy running across the airport.
Yeah, that was Judy Jetson, all right.
Yep. And Josie.
Oh boy. It's Buddy.
Why that little?
Stay there, son. You'll
Buddy.
be safe. Let me through.
No. You can't go.
Not out there.
Papa!
You'll be all right.
Okay, Papa!
Oh, the Patootie boy is cool.
Kiosk.
He's gonna let that mummy trample that boy.
Do it, Mark.
Also, Alan Young.
Hmm.
Do the thing that you do, Mark.
What?
Ouch.
He's crumbling the anti-Pluton into there? Is that what he was doing? Huh!
Bullseye, baby.
Bullseye, baby. Okay.
You gotta go with a smile.
Oh, it is a robot.
Don't worry, Kiok. Mark always knows what he's doing.
I recognize the guy's voice. The guy from Gomer Pyle. I just recognize his voice.
Yep.
Because you told me who he was.
Yeah. Should we be seeing his innards like that? Ugh. Oh, he's got butt portions.
And it was so good. Right to the
Why?
end.
Okay, he was wrapped in actual giant cloth straps.
Next time, maybe we should try miniaturizing.
And then he had synthetic skin on top of
That's
that.
what we'll do.
Thank you, Papa!
Yeah.
For saving me!
He just pulled his face off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Travolta underneath it the whole time.
There he goes. Zoltar never fails to have an escape.
You said he wasn't my daddy! You said he was bad! He was good! He made me stay where Uncle could save me! And now he's gone!
And now, on with the countdown. Number
Someday you'll
23.
understand.
Maybe. But right now, let him work out his anger on me. Some realities are hard to face when you're just a
Rip his eyes
kid.
out. Be careful there.
Very mature of you.
All right, I'm out of here.
Well, another perfect Spectra weapon down the tubes. G-Force has defeated the
He's
evil
got a sweater.
Zoltar and driven
He's
the
wearing a
forces
sweater
of
now.
Spectra off the planet's Arcadia. My new world is at peace again. Spectra will never be able to use plutonium X again either. Dr. Sweet is manufacturing his anti-Pluton faster than they can turn out
Okay,
plutonium.
okay.
Yeah.
Zarcadia.
Is that a
That does have a
dartboard?
nice sound, doesn't it?
I think so.
Oh, now, One Rover
Yeah.
One, don't be jealous because they named a new planet after me. They named the brightest star in the sky after you. Sirius, the dog star.
Wah,
Okay,
wah.
well, yeah. Was that a joke?
I guess so.
See, this is what I remember about Battle of the Planets. It made no damn sense.
None.
I loved the theme song though.
Yeah.
All you ever needed for success was a memorable theme song.
Yep. Thank you, Point Curtain.
I wonder what orchestra played this. 1978.
Sandy Frank. Sandy Frank.
Before
Sandy Frank 5-missile salute.
I'm just gonna let the whole theme song play out.
Oh, yeah. Epic.
Before we go, I'm gonna play the Japanese version of the theme music.
The Gotcha Man?
Yeah, the Gatchaman. We never did see Zoltar.
No.
So they said that was supposed to be him, but I doubt it was.
Invincible.
I'm gonna open straight into Gatchaman. And listen to how different the theme song.
Hate it. It's gonna be lyrics, huh?
Yep. The children's chorus. Sandy Frank did the right thing. He made a much more epic intro.
As I recall, I've seen some episodes of this. It is so much more violent than what we saw as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't it that the little guy is actually an android?
I don't know.
Yep.
This is the one part of the.
He speaks.
This is the one part I like.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man. And look, they do the same thing that they did with Speed Racer. With the Japanese version of the theme, they're racing across the veldt in Africa and leaping over rhinos.
Well, running over the rhinos. That's always good.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha, man.
Thank you, little seahorse company.
That is an epic pose right there. That is a truly epic pose. Casey Kasem. And now the Bee Gees with Tragedy.
Yeah. And now, on to the countdown.
Yeah. All right.
I had a recording of the top 40 when it was like when Ghostbusters broke through, and actually that was the song that took When Doves Cry out of the number one spot in 1984. Yeah.
What did he say?
And now it was something like, and now the number one song from a man who just made his feature film debut in a movie called Purple Rain. And a song from that movie is number one. The number one song in America is When Doves Cry by Prince. What a great song that is. Oh.
I'm not crazy about that particular song. I do have to say I didn't really develop an understanding and an admiration for Prince until after he died. When I started learning more about his career and what all he did, he really was
accomplished guitarist. He
really was an accomplished artist, and I had no idea. I was never crazy about his music.
He has a vault of stuff he never released that would put anyone's would put the Beatles body of work, not the quality, but the body of work to shame.
Yeah, and the that clip of him live on stage playing the guitar with all those with Eric Clapton and Paul McCartney and Joe Walsh and all these other people. I may have the names wrong, but with all these other artists on stage. And when it comes time for his guitar solo, he just destroys everybody, and they all just stand back and let him play. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And I had no idea. I had no idea he did.
Yeah, there was a quote that was probably not actually said, but you can understand maybe if it were. But somebody had asked Clapton what he thought about being the greatest guitarist in the world, and he said, "I don't know. Ask Prince." So within the circles, he was very respected, but we just don't know that stuff. We don't really appreciate some artists' ability, their craft, because they're not known for that.
Right.
They're known for producing hit songs.
Right.
But even then, if you're a fan of 80s music, you really don't understand how good technically bands like Tears for Fears were. I mean, technically speaking, they were sound as they were. You don't think of them as a guitarist and a bass player and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But they were really accomplished,
Yeah.
They just didn't make hit songs. They were musicians first, and then they made hit songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I could talk more about Prince, but I think we need to wrap up. Somehow we got to talking about Prince. Oh, because of Casey Kasem.
Right, Casey Kasem.
It's noon. It's just after noon. So this episode of Bad Saturday Morning is over. Those were pretty bad. I do have to say. So thank you, Mike.
Gaiking gets better. Gaiking gets better. But you got 43 episodes. You'd have to get to the best part. So,
But it's good. It's good when you watch all 43 episodes. It
does have an ending to it. It has an ending. It's got a beginning, middle, and end. it ends. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't just go like, well, yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
peters off and
Yeah.
we canceled it. They had a plan and they stuck to it.
Well, we're gonna let's take a break from anime. I don't know
Okay,
what we'll do
good-
next.
good
I don't
idea.
know what we'll do next week, but someday we're gonna have to revisit Speed Racer because I during the past week I rewatched the 2-episode story, The Fastest Car in the World, and if you think the episodes that we saw were crazy entertaining, boy, that show delivers. It's it's hilarious all the way through, in the most amazing way. Anyway, join us tonight at 6 p.m. Ivory says we need to check in on Diver Dan and Wild Boy. Yeah, I'll bring back Diver Dan.
Diver Dan, yeah.
Diver Dan. Someday we'll get back to Wild Boy. We've shown probably half the series at this point. We've shown like 7 episodes of Wild Boy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we'll show for Bad Saturday Morning next week. But tonight at 6 p.m. Join us here, same channel, for double feature Cyrano de Bergerac and My Man Godfrey. This is
he's everyone's man. He's everyone's man, man Godfrey. He
Yeah.
belongs to all of us.
This is what we'll be doing for the Saturday public domain evening shows. The last Saturday of every month, I'll be showing a double feature, and for our first installment of the year, I'll be showing a double feature of these films, a couple of our favorite films from last year, and
These are good movies, folks. These are good quality movies. Watch it.
And these will be romance themed because of Valentine's Day. And then at the end of February, last Saturday in February, we'll have something, I don't know, I don't know what the theme will be.
St. Patrick's Day? Irish?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll figure
Yeah.
something out.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And please make donations if you can. I'll see you all tonight at 6 p.m. Ivy says Darby O'Gill.
The little people. With Sean Connery.
Carissa says, awesome. See you later. Yeah, thank you for being here, Carissa, and thank you for the donation. We're at $10 to our $100 goal. Well, I'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. See you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.